What's good, everybody? My name is Ashton, and welcome to my reptile room. To get this video started, I'm gonna go down the list of my first lizard, my first reptile, Gara, the bearded dragon. So, as you can see, Gara is he's a 5-year-old bearded dragon. He's about, he's about 2 foot and a half, something like that. But as I said, he's 5 years old. Got him at Petco. You know, big yikes. But I got him at Petco. He's just a normal guy. You know what I'm saying? I like wild type animals. I don't like automorph BS, for real. I got him in a 4x2x2 enclosure, which is minimum size for the dog. Alright? You have to have that size. Bro, people be keeping him in their whole life in a 40-gallon tank, bro. I feel like he don't got enough room in there. But I also have kale and cabbage planted in there right now, which it's probably gonna die because I can't keep plants alive. But we also got a slate rock and a couple other things. Really just planted kale and cabbage in there. It's got a couple other little things. Bearded dragons are from Australia. Alright. Obviously very popular in the pet trade. Everybody and their mama got a bearded dragon. But he was my first.
Yeah.
So in this 4x2x2 enclosure, we have Bones, my Savannah monitor. He's just a little wee baby right now. He's about, I got him in March, so April, May, June, July, August, September. So he's about 6 months old. He's been eating good. I don't have his fully bioactive yet. I don't have his planted or anything because he's gonna dig that shit up. So we got him in here. He's doing better. He tongue feeds. We're just starting now to get him to handling and getting regular to that because Savannah monitors are very defensive, which makes sense because they're from Africa. You know, you see a little squirt in Africa, man. That thing's a snack for just about anything. Any snake, any bird, just about anything. He's just a little snack. But obviously he's gonna get about 4 to 5 feet. So in the future, we're gonna have to build him a brand new enclosure. It'll probably be like a 8x2, 8x3, something like that. Just a lot of ground space for him. But anyways, that's Bones, the Savannah monitor. So next, we have this little 10-gallon tank. That is my beta sorority tank. There's about 5 females in there right now, because obviously it's only 10-gallon. I mean, they'll probably get moved up eventually, but yeah, actually, there's no filter. This is also a no filter tank. It is just straight plants, straight planted. There's a couple other little like rocks and stuff in there, and then you can see these giant assassin snails in here that are reproducing like crazy. I had this tank for also about 6-7 months.
6-7.
But secret, feed your fish live food and they'll be so much happier. All of these betas in here are so chunk as my light goes out. Anyways, holy, this light's so much brighter. Anyways, yeah, feed your fish live food. They eat straight bloodworms, and I don't know if you could tell, I'll probably give you guys a close-up, but they are so chunky. Like, they all look pregnant. It's crazy. But, yeah. This is my beta sorority tank. On to the next tank. So, right below that, right below the beta tank, we have Rory, the leopard gecko. Rory was actually a rescue that I got from work. This lady came in, and she had a leopard gecko that was very lethargic, not eating very well. Said she slept all day, right? Now she's thriving. She eats off tongs. She's out all the time. And I think it was just improper husbandry because she had him in a 10-gallon tank and it was a full-grown leopard gecko. yeah. Also, if you guys know anything about cohabiting leopard geckos, let me know, because she's an adult, but I think that I could cohab them. But I just don't know how exactly that works. Like, I don't know exactly how they do that. But they also like a lot of clutter. So as you can see, there's a bunch of plants in here. She has one big slate rock in the back. She's very active now. Also, eats crickets, mealworms. You know what I'm saying? Eats everything. And then with all reptiles, you guys want to make sure that you're dusting calcium. You're giving your animals calcium, because very common with these guys. Very common with these guys is the fact that they get MBD off very low calcium and no UVB. So that is Rory, the leopard gecko. And then we got one tank below that. This is Houdini Sasuke the third. Houdini, because this man is known for getting out of his tank. I don't even know how he does it. I think he just gets his screen up sometimes when he gets bored, and he just gets out and hangs out. But ball python, they're from Africa. Obviously very common. He's just a normal type. Like I said in the beginning, I don't really like the morphs and stuff. I really just like the natural look of the animals. I think natural beauty is very important. But I just redid like almost every enclosure in here. It's fully planted. He has a big old water bowl. Humidity's high right now. He's looking at me like he's about to fuck me up. But they're actually very active. A lot of people keep them in tubs and rack systems, but giving an animal the proper space to actually give them enrichment and give them mental stimulation makes for a much healthier animal. He's about 4 years old. I got him right after I got Gara back here. I actually had to send one of my friends in because I wasn't 18 yet, so I had to sneak one of my friends into Petco. Again, Petco lie, but sneak him into Petco and buy the snake himself because he was above the age of 18, because they wouldn't let me buy him because I was like 17 and some change. But he snuck him in there, bought him for me, and rest is history. My mom didn't really love that because I was not supposed to have a snake in the house, but everybody loves him now. My siblings hold him. Everybody that comes over wants to hold him. He's a very good snake to get people off of the I hate snakes. He's very calm, very chill, very demure, very cute.
What the hell is even that?
But that is Sasuke Houdini III. So next on the list, you know what I'm saying, we got, I think it's going to be a fan favorite, but we have my axolotls, SpongeBob and Patrick. Patrick is a albino, like a regular albino axolotl, the ones you see everywhere that are white and pink, you know what I'm saying, that everybody loves. And then we got SpongeBob. SpongeBob is a yellow albino, so he has a more yellow tint to him, and his gills aren't as pink. So these two are in here. It's a 20 long for now. They're both juveniles, so they're both about like maybe a little bit bigger than that. Probably about that big. About six inches. But they're both in there. Actually, SpongeBob's smaller, which makes sense. Patrick eats like a tank, which makes sense considering the name. But both these axolotls are going to be getting a enclosure upgrade very soon, because I think I'm going to build a 75 and get a wild type, like a black wild type with these two, and have 3 of them in there together, and I think that'd be so cool to see all 3 of them together and have 3 different morphs. But yeah, so these are my axolotls. They come from Mexico. They come from like one specific cave in Mexico. I have no clue what that shit's called, to be honest, but one specific cave in Mexico. They love cold water. You gotta keep it about definitely below 70, about 68 to 59, 68 to 59, 66 to 59, something like that. Yeah, they love cold water. As you can see from this water, it has a lot of tannins in it. That's what gives it that brown tannins, because they have driftwood and it's all planted naturally. They also don't like a lot of water flow. So we're rocking a 40 sponge filter, so the filtration is very good on here. Oxygen is very good. They have an overhead that is on not that long, because they actually like the dark a lot more. And you want to make sure when you're keeping axolotls that when you give them hides, you want them to be smooth-sided, because it can actually cut up their skin and their gills. But axolotls also have this amazing ability to regenerate any of their limbs. They can even regenerate their hearts. It's insane. They regenerate organs and everything. And actually scientists are studying that right now, because they're trying to take that superpower for them to give it to humans and use it in human research. Not human research, but for humans. So say you need a kidney transplant. Instead of giving you a kidney transplant, in theory, you get these little genes from the axolotls and your kidney magically regrows. In theory. That's just what they say, but you never know. Anyways, that is SpongeBob and Patrick, my axolotls. Okay. So next on the list is my piebald veiled chameleon, Stone Cold. Yes, like that, Stone Cold. We call him Stone Cold because he's bald. Or stoner. Because chameleons look like they're absolutely hammered all the time.
I was gonna clean my room until I got high.
From the Arabian Peninsula, Saudi Arabia type area. That's what they're native to. But Florida. Everything goes down in Florida. They got everything in Florida. Everybody knows them because everybody knows them from Florida, but they're actually from the Arabian Peninsula and Saudi Arabia. But he also a juvenile. I have a lot of baby animals in here. Not too many full growns other than Gara and Rory the leopard gecko. But he is also going to need an enclosure upgrade real soon. I think I'm going to make a video about that though, because I think I have a really, really fun idea for that one. But chameleons are crazy, man. Like, they have two eyes and they both can go different directions. So you can have one eye facing you and the other eye facing behind them at somebody else. They have that long, sticky tongue that they use to eat, to hunt. It is insane. But yeah, I can't say enough. He is also the calmest chameleon I've ever met in my life. Like, I will open this door. He's asleep right now, obviously, so I'm not gonna, I will leave him alone for now. But I will open this door. He will literally crawl out on this top lip right here and walk to my hands and just chill on me. Because I just turned into a tree, but But yeah, that is Stone Cold by Veiled. Wait, can't forget. Piebald Veiled Chameleon. I also have a male Pac-Man frog named Tubby. Tubby, I've had him for about 8 months-ish. He's in a 10 right now. He also needs a enclosure build, to be honest. His tank is the best setup right now. It's not the craziest setup. It's very, very bland, you know what I'm saying? But I want to give him a full planted. Also want to give him, I might give him like a little water paludarium type thing, you know what I'm saying, where I get a little water in there too. But future plans, future ideas. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying, road to 1 subscriber. And let me know in the comments if you give me some critiques about this video. Obviously this is my first video I ever made. I'm just trying to put it together, trying to just learn. Tell me what you enjoyed, tell me what you didn't enjoy. Just let me know in the comments. And you're so handsome. Nice curve. Good vein down the middle. Love y'all boys.